I came across this post which is about something that a very famous Indian guru said. He came from India to the US. It's been many years since he has passed away, right? But he's a very famous guru and has written a very popular book. But this message in that Instagram, it said that if you are searching for God, then search with Him with all your power, search with Him with all your desires, search with Him, speak to Him, cry out to Him, pray to Him, always keep thinking about God, just be looking for God, be thinking all the time, just be obsessive about God. Friends, that message is a wrong message. If you're a religious person, the biggest goal for you is to meet God. I understand that. But you are not going to experience God by being obsessive about Him, by crying out to Him all the time. This is an important point you need to understand. The rules are very different in the material world and in the spiritual world. In the material world, we have to chase things. We have to keep at it, right? We have to do it. We have to pray. We have to beg, borrow, fight, right? In the material world to make progress. Please do not apply those same approaches to the spiritual world. If you get obsessed with God, you are not going to experience Him. Why? Why do I say that? Right? This might come as a shock to you. Why do I say that? Because who or what has gotten obsessed with God? It is your mind. Your mind now is obsessed with meeting God, with praying to God, with thinking about God, is probably in love with God. But the more your mind is obsessed, the more difficulties you have just made your spiritual progress. If the mind is obsessed in anything in this world, it may be God Himself, your mind will prevent your spiritual progress. You need the mind to be focused on God and spiritual progress, but only to an extent. All right? Because what you need is, for spiritual progress, what you need is for the mind to become quiet. If your mind is constantly obsessed, it will not become quiet and it will not get you the God experience. The mind is a tool. You need to make some progress. To make some progress, you need the mind. But at some point, you have to allow the mind to quiet down, for it to calm down. If your mind is so obsessed and so needy of God, it will not be easy for it to quiet down. All right? I'll give you an example. Christopher Columbus, they say, came and discovered America. Imagine if he was in his country, he had to go to the king or whoever the merchants were to raise money to build a beautiful ship, a strong ship, probably a big ship, to cross over what he thought, on his long journey to India. Imagine how much time he would have put on building his ship, which could take him and his crew. And this ship, when it was crossing the Atlantic Ocean, was his protector and his team's protector and the enabler of his dream and vision to become true. Because if the ship has sank in the middle of the ocean, we would never know who Christopher Columbus was. But as much as he loved his ship, when he hit shore, if he had refused to leave the ship and gone on to explore land, he would never have discovered anything. You need your mind to a certain extent. You absolutely need it. We all need our mind. I'm sitting here, I need my mind to be able to sit and make all these arrangements and turn on the video camera and record this, right? We all need our mind to do the activities that we need. But friends, when we are in the spiritual progress, when we are on the spiritual path, we have to get to the point where we turn the mind off. Please use your love of God to get you to the point so that it helps you bring discipline, so it puts desire in you, so that you can sit and meditate. But once you start meditating, once you enter the spiritual zone, you have to let your mind calm down. And for that to happen, you need to love God, but please do not be obsessive, as that message said. Do not hunger for God. If you hunger for God, I am sorry to say, you have just created obstacles in your path. Please think about it, comment on this, ask me questions. I know it's a difficult point. It's not easy to comprehend, because you would think, oh, if I hunger for God like nothing else, then I will get God, right? But that, friends, that thinking is not going to get you spiritual progress. Thank you for listening. Namaste. At your core, you are peace. Be who you are. Be peace. Be peace.